Anyways, we're back once again, and we're watching some replays for 5 days ago. So this is a game against Royal Giant Cycle. Royal Giant Cycle is one of those games you have to play way more passive than usual and not go for tower trades, because if you end up in a one tower situation, they can just easily keep dropping your Royal Giants in the pocket and always gets 2-3 hits, and that's a lot of damage. So here I went Hunter, and the reason why I went Golem is because Hunter is the card that I use my deck, or the Golem Miner, usually struggles against, and the card that makes him defend our pushes. So he also went for Barbarian Eastward to reset my Inferno Dragon. I went Inferno Dragon to hoping it would take out the Royal Giant and keep the tower alive, but unfortunately it didn't, and he did get the tower. But here I went for something crazy. I predicted his Hunter, and that was super risky, and I actually managed to get this tower because of that prediction. If I would have failed, I probably would have lost the game completely. So very risky, and as I said, you want to play way more passive against Royal Giant, keep both the towers alive, and you have to cycle to both your evolution and make a split lane push, and that's the way you win Royal Giant. This kinda not the usual way, but I won, so super happy. The prediction was also insane. Anyways, the next game was against some variation of 3.0 Expo. He had switched Evo Archers for Hero Musk and Evo Tesla for Evo Cannon. In my opinion, that's a lot better. The Evo Tesla is kinda annoying for me because it can just, with its pulse waves, wipe out all the swarm troops, the bats, the skeletons, etc. So the Evo Cannon kinda does the same, but not to the same extent. So here he went skeletons and log, and I just cycled skeleton army. I really not figured out this deck. I assumed because he played the Musk, oh, it's 2.6, and I went Golem, and if it would have been 2.6, I would have gone iDrag to defend, but here he just goes Knight, so I go, oh, I don't really know what this is, let me just go Skeleton King, because he might just have a hack or something, so I want to have the iDrag and cycle. I also go for a Nightwish behind the tower, behind the Golem. Here I go Miner on his Musketeer. I don't really know why Golden Curse doesn't have his skeletons in cycle. Kinda habit at this point against 3.0. He have a so quick cycle, so I just always go Golden Curse when I go Miner on their archers. But anyways, we did get a lot of damage, and that's super nice against Expo decks in general. Having a good start makes you able to stall out. So we can just keep going for the fancy golems and counter Expo with a golem. Here he also went log, so I knew, oh, I can safely defend his counter push with skeleton army, and I went iDrag on his Expo just so I can cycle to the Evo Inferno Dragon. It's super broken, so I want to play it as often as possible. He goes to Musk, so I go obviously Skeleton King on his Musk. I don't really want to go Golem in and let him get half my tower with his Musketeer. So against Expo, you can also play so passive if you had a good start. Starting any Expo decks in general is super nice, and it's kind of like Recruits. If you have a good start, it's super easy to win. You can just keep playing defensive golems. Here I also misclicked. I wanted to place a golem so he goes in the right lane, but I was off with one tile. Also, I got scared as hell when I saw his Expo retargeted to my tower. Luckily I had the Evo Storm in cycle, and his Expo retargeted the back to the golem, so I can just go Skeleton King. Kind of fortunate the push did go nowhere, and he did get some chip on the tower, but anyways, it's not that bad. He also goes for a new Expo on the left side, so I go for defensive Golem. Once again, I misclicked my Golem. I wanted to go Golem one tile lower, but it's not that bad. I go Inferno Dragon to just take out his Musketeer. Also should have went Goblin Curse on his Skeletons, so the Expo would retarget on the Goblins. Also I went to Miner because against Expo decks, they usually don't have anything really good to defend the Miner except Skeletons and Knight and Archers. But if you go for Archers or Skeletons, one can easily go Goblin Curse on them and turn them into your Goblins, just doing more damage from to his towers and forcing out a log or maybe a fireball. Anyways, I went for a new defensive Golem, and I did the right placement this time. So you want to do that exact placement when playing against Expo, because you just easily keep stalling out, and you also have the Miner to chip down the towers, and I kind of like having a second win condition. And the Miner is super good against these types of cycle decks because they can't really defend it. It's like one of those cards impossible to defend all the time. You can just keep placing it in different areas or like different places around the tower. Once again, I did go for a defensive golem, and he also predicted my skeleton army, kind of crazy of him. Here I panicked because of the turret and I went for Skeleton King. I just kind of forgot the turret got nerfed and doesn't have the same range as it had before. I also went for a Miner. As I said, he doesn't really have anything to take out the Miner. If you go Skeletons, one can just Goblin Curse them. And he also have to go maybe log on the go Skeletons from the Skeleton King or Goblins and just kind of spellbaiting him. Once again, I did go for a higher Golem this time, not the same placement, because he might go Expo on the other side, the left lane. So I want to go Golem in the middle, so if he goes right left, the Expo will retarget on the Golem. Here I'm doing a split lane push and I try to Miner his mess, but I kind of misclicked or kind of missed with one tile. But I did get a lot of chip with the Miner, and as you can see, he's pretty much just cooked. He has 300 HP left on the tower, and you see his hand, he doesn't have anything to defend the Miner, so just super nice. You can also go Curse Zap on archers if they have that, or Miner them. Anyways, this game was against Elixir Golem. He has kind of similar cards. He has Curse, Skeleton King, Nightwish, but instead of Inferno Dragon, he has a Wizard or Executioner. This time he had the Wizard, luckily. But the thing with Elixir Golem, as I said with this deck in previous videos, you want to go like Light Defense, Skeleton Army, or Inferno Dragon and go Golem Nightwish the opposite lane, very aggressive. But against Elixir Golem, it's one of the matchups you have to go same lane. Don't try to go opposite. I tried it way too many times and failed. They will just easily 3-crown you. And also, if your opponent have Goblin Curse, you have to Goblin Curse after them, kind of reverse curse technique, as Invader called it. But anyways, as you see, I go Golem, he goes Elixir Golem, Nightwish and Wizard. The Wizard is super annoying, and I go for a reverse curse nick on his Curse Goblins. I also go for I think I go Skeleton King on his new Elixir Golem, and I actually managed to snipe his Wizard with my Inferno Dragon. So it's kind of big push. I go for Skeleton Army. I know he doesn't have Goblin Curse in cycle, so, and I also have my Curse, so I can reverse Curse Snake. I tried to go for a sneaky Miner here, and his Wizard actually locked onto the Miner, making my Ireg able to take it out. The Ireg also got some chip on his tower, that's kind of nice. But as you see now, he goes Skeleton Army to bridge the Cyclist Army, and he knows I have Goblin Curse in cycle, and he tries to bait out my Goblin Curse, so I curse his Skeleton Army and he reverse curse technique me. So that's why I went Skeleton King. I've fallen for a trick before, and I'm not doing that again. Also, we have a fully charged ability, so I just know I can pop it. I have Goblin Curse, so I can just reverse curse technique him. As you see, he goes Goblin Curse. So I go Goblin Curse on his Goblin Curse, and I actually manages to take out his Nightwitch and kinda ruin his push, and just have a dead Elixir Golem, alone Elixir Golem going for a tower. Also horrendous Void from him. I don't know, understand the point of that Void. It would have done absolutely nothing regardless of it hit the bats and the goblins. Also, we had so much Elixir, so we can just build up a split lane push here, and he goes for defensive Elixir Golem, just giving us free Elixir at this point. He also did a horrendous Goblin Curse, and he's kind of cooked now. As you see, we just have too much Elixir to spend, and I just got Golem kind of high in the pocket. He goes for Wizard and takes out the Nightwish and Skeleton King. But to be fair, it's 20 seconds left, and I have both my evolutions in cycle, so it's kind of cooked. And honestly, the conclusion is just when you're playing against Elixir Golem with Golem Miner, just go up the same lane. Defend with the Golem push. Defend their Elixir Golem push with your own Golem push, as you saw in this game. For the last game of the video, I was playing against Graveyard Freeze, Alex Prime Death. I've played against this guy before, and I've seen him play against my friend Grisen, that is the best Golem Miner player in the world. So I kind of knew already how he is playing, and he's super aggressive for a Graveyard Freeze player. Here you can see I go Skeleton Army, and he goes Baby Dragon on the Skeleton Army. And the thing is, forcing his Baby Dragon out is super good, because the Baby Dragon is the card that makes him able to defend our pushes. Yeah, he has Ice Wizard, but I can mine his Ice Wizard. But the Inferno Dragon is so hard to just kill, And he also goes for a graveyard, making us able to lightly defend with a Goblin Curse and keeping our tower alive. So this is a super good Golem opportunity, and this is pretty much the main way to win against these types of decks. You have to be aggressive, you have to sacrifice a lot of damage, and you also want to go Inferno Dragon on offense to take out his Inferno Dragon. Or potentially, if you're playing against Lumberloon, you can use it to take out his Baby Dragon. So here you see he will go for a Tornado, and I don't really see the point of this Tornado. He kind of wanted to make the Ice Wizard splash the Inferno Dragon and Night Witch, and he goes for Freeze also, that's 7 Elixir, but unfortunately his Ice Wizard was locked on the Golemite, so I kind of knew, oh, he fucked up, we're winning this game. And I go for a Skeleton King in the pocket. Our Idrag also manages to take out his Baby Dragon, and he can't really go Idrag on our Idrag because all the Swarm, so we was just cooked at this point. Anyways, I think after this push, or after this game, I ended up like 2000 in the world. I kind of forgot to take a screenshot, so that sucks, so I can't use it for thumbnail. But anyways, yeah, as I said, I ended up 2000 world, super nice, and I see you guys in the next video.